and welcome back. In this original Black Excellist presentation, we will highlight 10 towns for sale that you can rehabilitate into your own Wakanda.
Welcome to blackexcellist.com, the site where we share Black excellence, opulence, and affluence. Our mission is to inspire you as we enlighten you.
Many of you are familiar with pop star Akon and his current project to build a $6 billion smart city in Senegal called Akon City. His vision is the stuff of science fiction, a 2,000-acre futuristic metropolis based on an economy powered by cryptocurrency. But here in the United States, 19 families came together to buy 97 acres of land just east of Macon, Georgia. They banded together with a dream to create their own town called Freedom. Their goal is to establish a city founded by Black entrepreneurs and families that will be a safe haven for their families and others. They were motivated by what they were seeing with police harassment, failed city governments, and lack of resources for our Black communities. They figured that it would be easier to start off fresh with their own town, rather than trying to fix a system that is severely broken. The pioneers of freedom believe that they can have Wakanda. They will just have to build it. We admire the innovation, the vision, and the courage of both of these projects, and we are looking forward to seeing the fruits of their work. This is how they are building their own new Black Wall Street. This is how they are building their own Wakanda. This is how they are building their own space where we can be a village and a tribe again. And you know what? You can do it too. There are towns out there that you and your collective can buy, rehabilitate, and mold out of your own vision. And although some of the towns on this list may be too remote or may not be an ideal shape, we hope that this video will inspire you to explore these types of options. In this original Black Excellist presentation, we want to highlight 10 USA towns that are up for sale. So without further ado, let's get started. 1. Nipton, California. Nipton, which is also known as Magical Nipton, is tucked away in the Ivampa Valley near the California-Nevada state line, not too far from Vegas. It started as the crossroads for 2 different wagon trails and a mining camp. The railroad helped build it into a town in 1904, and it became a center for area cattle ranchers. The sale includes 80 acres, the general store, the Whistle Stop Cafe, a 5-room hotel, and the Nipton Trading Post. The Nipton Trading Post serves as a reception place for guests and visitors to Mojave National Preserve. There is also a campsite with 5 eco-cabins here that had teepees on them. There's also a RV park, a historic schoolhouse, and a spectacular arts exhibits connected to the famous Burning Man event. Nipton has an estimated 15 to 20 full-time residents, and normally a few more visitors looking to drop off the grid for a while. Currently, Nipton is listed for sale at $2.75 million. 2. Henry River Mill Village, North Carolina. Just west of Catawba County, North Carolina, is Henry River Mill Village. This was founded as a booming textile mill town in 1905. As time went on, the population dwindled. The mill shut down a few years before its main building burned down in 1977. And the last residents have reportedly left by the late 1990s or early 2000s. But if the village seems familiar, it's with good reason. This is where the famous movie Hunger Games was filmed. The sale includes 72 acres with 5,000 feet of road frontage and over 3,500 feet of river frontage. Property features 21 unrestored mill houses plus a store building. This property has the feel of going back in time. It is perfect for investors or developers and within minutes to the highway. Currently, Henry River Mill Village is listed for sale at $1.4 million. 3. Tut Hill in Pittston, Maine. Tut Hill is a little village within the town of Pittston, Maine. Tut Hill is the branch child of Kenneth Tuttle, an antiques dealer who decided to begin building a village of 19th and 20th century homes and structures in 1967. Over the following 20 years, the complex grew to 25 structures in total, including a church, barns, garages, roads, and multiple homes. The homes and buildings are in excellent condition as they have been updated with modern fixtures and have been well taken care of inside and out. There is even a groundskeeper who works at the property 5 days a week. The sale includes all of the homes and buildings on the vast 55-acre compound, including the 4,000 square foot main house, which was built in 1840. In total, 35,388 square feet of indoor space make up the village. Tut Hill has a population of about 8 residents. Currently, Tut Hill is listed for $5.5 million. 4. Water Valley, Tennessee. Known for its apple orchards, the little town of Water Valley has a rich history and plenty of stories to tell. Dating back to at least the 1890s, this Tennessee town sits near the scenic Natchez Trace Parkway. Some of the town was incorporated into the nearby town of Williamsport, Tennessee, an hour away from Nashville International Airport. It's a quiet little place on a beautiful strip of highway that runs right through it. The cell includes a 7-acre parcel of land, a few buildings, including the 2 general stores, a hardware store, and a sporting goods store. A creek and a barn are also located on the property. There is also a community center where Friday night dances are still hosted. Water Valley has a population of about 15 residents, plus their pets and livestock. Currently, Water Valley is listed for $725,000. 5. The Villa de la Mina, Interlingua, Texas. Near Big Bend in West Texas, this southwest town was built in the early 1900s during a silver mining boom. It was constructed entirely using local rock and handmade bricks from crushed rock on site, creating fortress walls built to withstand a battalion. The cell includes 20 standing buildings, a pool, a water holding tank, and the largest mine in the area with a railroad track leading into it. The village buildings include stables, a jail, an 8-room hotel, and more on 62 acres. The Villa de la Mina is currently listed for $1.75 million. 6. Bridgeville, California. Originally called Robinson's Ferry, the 83-acre town 30 miles inland from Highway 101 in California's Redwood Coast was renamed Bridgeville in 1875 when a bridge was built across the Van Dusen River. The cell includes river frontage, swimming holes, houses, cabins, a post office, and a cemetery. Bridgeville is currently listed for $1.5 million. 7. Little Hawkins Island, Georgia. Little Hawkins Island is a beautiful secluded island just off the coast of Sea Island in Georgia's Golden Isles. It is a completely developed island, secluded and private, surrounded by marshes and intercoastal views. The entire 3-acre island is for sale and would be an ideal home to a resort or vacation center. The cell includes a 110-foot concrete bridge that is gated so not just anyone can have access to your land. There are 4 massive houses on the property. The main house is a ginormous 22,000 square feet, which also has 2 guest cottages. The property also provides you with a personal club that has an outdoor pool, a gym, a bar, and even locker rooms. Little Hawkins Island is currently listed for $17.8 million. 8. Gabriela, New Mexico. Just outside of Dato, New Mexico, and about 2.5 hours southwest of Albuquerque, Gabriela is a charming replica of an Old West settlement from the 1880s set on 58 acres. The current owner built the town from the ground up with hopes of creating a movie studio, and it has been the backdrop for numerous productions, events, and shoots. Gabriela provides authenticity throughout the interior of many of the buildings. The cell includes 24 buildings, including a hotel, a stagecoach, and a barber shop. Has an antique barber chair and furnishings. The hotel is an all-inclusive, fully functioning replica hotel from the 1880s where guests can actually stay overnight if they want to embrace Old West and its authenticity. Gabriela is currently listed for $1.7 million. 9. Story, Indiana. The town of Story, Indiana was originally founded in 1851 by a doctor named George P. Story. He owned 173 acres of land and called it Storyville. It was once home to a vibrant population with farms, a medical practice, a school, a grain mill, a butcher shop, a dry goods store, and a post office. But the Great Depression devastated the town, and only a few families decided to stay. The cell includes 17.4 acres of property and 6 houses, all of which now serve as accommodations for the inn. The town was recently named to the National Register of Historic Places and is now home to only a handful of full-time residents. The owner of the town and the 2 co-owners of the Story Inn and Restaurant. Story is currently listed for $3.8 million. 10. Johnsville, Connecticut. Johnsville is a quaint town in East Haddam sitting on the Connecticut River. Founded in 1802, it was once a prosperous mill town until the mid-20th century, when lightning struck and burned the mill down. The entire town stopped functioning until an eccentric, mega-wealthy millionaire bought the town as his personal home and started preserving many of the historic buildings. The cell includes 62 acres, a general store, a school, and a post office. There's also a clock and toy store, a church, and other buildings overlooking Johnson Milk Pond. The abandoned town has major development potential with lots of woods, old-timey architecture, and an overflowing pond. Past plans have included a senior living center, a large-scale spa, an equestrian center, a vineyard, and a set for a movie company. Johnsville is currently listed for $1.9 million.
We appreciate the fact that you stayed with us until the end. Thank you for spending time with us, and don't forget to like this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so that you never miss a video. Bye for now. We will see you tomorrow.